धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज नहा ले। परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले। ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, हो जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन।
Shanti. You are most welcome, and welcome. So today's our lessons topic is introduction of God, which we have seen yesterday. We will continue it. So we were seeing if a formless God will be accepted by every religion. So yes, every religion will accept it. But before that, we will discuss one more thing. Like, what is that? We will see praise of God. So what is praise of God? One by one, we will see. The God is the supreme. He is a purifier, purify ourselves. He is Trilokinath, means God of three worlds. He is the ocean of virtues. So we this all have qualities of 7 virtues, but the God is ocean of that virtues. Seed of Kalpavriksha. So it is a kalp tree. This is a one full lesson. We will see it later in details. Liberator, who is a liberator from sorrow and giver of peace and happiness. He is Trikaldarshi. Trikaldarshi means who knows the starting, middle, and end. Everything he knows. So this is also a 2 days lesson. We will see it later in details. He is almighty. He has a lot of powers. Bestower of divine insight. So he gives us a divine eye of knowledge. He transforms humans into deities. Bestower of fortune. So many people say God is a bestower of fortune. So he writes our destiny. But actually, he doesn't write our destiny, but he give a knowledge of karma and given a pen of karma to write whatever we need. So we are honor of writing our destiny. So we need to write whatever we not want. So accordingly, we have to do karma to write our good destiny. God doesn't write destiny, but he gives a knowledge to how to write destiny, right? So the next thing, he is a creator of heaven. So later we will see how he creates the heaven. Creator of Trimurti. Trimurti means 3 deities, Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. He is a creator of 3 deities. He is a bestower of knowledge. Now, this is a incorporeal God's attributes. We will see some points only. Ocean of all virtues, incorporeal. Ocean of love, takes the boat of life across. Liberator, bestower of happiness. So these all are his qualities, but we are not going to discuss all 32 qualities of God. If you need, we will share a picture of this. Next thing, we was discussing that every religion will accept a God as a formless. So yes, every religion will accept him. So on Kailas Parvat, Shankar do a penance and do a devotion of Shiv or Shivling. In South, when Ram didn't get Sita, then he made a Shivling and done devotion of Shiv. In Mathura Vrindavan, there is a temple of Gopeshwar, where Sri Krishna done devotion of Shiv god. In west, there is a Somnath who was created by Raja Vikramaditya. It is said in our history that Muhammad Ghaznavi's robbery taken place at here at 17 times. Next, in north, there is a Amarnath where Jyotirlingam Shiv has been worshipped. In Nepal, Pashupatinath, there is also Jyotirlingam. People worship of Jyotirlingam. In Islam, so we will see little bit about it. In Islam, people believe that there is a stone of Kaaba. They think if we touch it or kiss the stone, our sins can be destroyed. So they believe we need to do that pilgrimage, and they go to there and with lot of love and devotion they touch that stone. So the shape of that stone is like a formless god Shiva. Next, Gautam Buddha also told God is one. Sri Mahavir also done a penance of God Shiv. Jesus Christ said, God is light, I'm son of God. So he also accepted God as a light. Next thing, Guru Nanak also write in glories of God that God is Nirakar. Nirakar means formless. Ek Omkar. Om means the soul, but Omkar, the supreme soul. Ek Omkar, Nirvair. Nirvair means who has no enemy feeling for anyone. So we will discuss it in Hindi, then we will translate it. Ek Omkar. Satnam. Satnam means whose name is also truth. Nirakar, Nirvair, Akal Murt. Akal Murt means imperishable. So he can't died by anyone and no one created him. Akal Murt, Ajoni Sach. Ajoni Sach means who is unborn. He do not take a birth by any of humans body. So he also believes in formless God. Rajapita Brahma also said that God is one. Next, in East, there is a Kashi Vishwanath temple where God Shiva is worshipped. In India, there is a temples of formless Shiva in every village. And everywhere, statue of formless Shiva at different places in India is as a Jyotirlingam. Jyotir means a light. So light in Christian, light in Islam, and light in Hinduism also. Next thing, the name of Jyotirlingam Paramatma Shiv. So what is the name of God? It's Shiv. In Sanskrit, meaning of Shiv is a point of light, who is pure, always pure, who is bestower, who is beneficiary to everyone, who does always good for all. So his name is Shiva. His shape is formless. He is a ocean of knowledge. His nature is to do a good for everyone. His duties is to give happiness to all. Next thing, so whatever we discussed, we are showing you here. Name of Shiv in Sanskrit, point, seed, benefactor. So all this can be described by one single word is a Shiva, right? Just a second. I share your screen. Okay, so I share the screen. Next. So there are oldest temple in India is called 12 Jyotirlingam. So its name is Somnath, Rameshwaram, Vishwanath. All are 12 temples. With it, a stories of deities are connected with these temples. So what is this story? Sri Ram also worshipped Shiva. Why he worshipped Shiva? Was he not God? So no, he was not God. He was a deity. Before war of Ramayan, he worshipped Shiva because he know that Ravan, who has not his own powers, he was used to devotion of Shiva, so he got lot of powers from Shiva. So to win a war, I also need to. Sri Ram was no, to win a war, I also need to worship Shiva and take the powers. So worshipped, take powers. So the powers got equal, and then he done a war and got victorious. So he also worshipped Shiva. Shri Krishna also worshipped Shiva before the war of Mahabharat. Why he worshipped? Because he knows in Kaurav Paksh or in Kauravas, lot of people have powers of Shiva. So before that war, he made a temple of Sthaneshwar in Kurukshetra and worshipped Shiva. Also, Pandavas also worshipped Shiva. So there is a lot of power to God Shiva. So this is the stories in scriptures that both of Sri Krishna and Sri Ram worshipped Shiva. There is a Shiva's temple in India are at the height. Why? Because the God is highest. His virtues, his duties are always great. That's why it's made at height. The idol of Shiva is not placed on any seat, but inside the earth. Why? Because the god Shiva do not take birth from womb. So he incarnates on the earth. That's why on the inside the earth, not on seat. And other deities take a birth from womb. So whenever we make a temple, we take an idol of deities by gates. But we never take Shiva's idol from gates, but we take it from above. After that, gates prepared. So, the idol of Shiva is always in the underground because he is incognito. He showed deities in practical, but he is incognito and very polite. That's why his idol made in underground. Next thing, the names of temples in India ending with Nath. Why Nath? Nath means God. So the god Shiva is Nath or God of all. That's why temples name end with Nath, like Kedarnath, Amarnath, Pashupatinath. But Indians do one mistake. What the mistake? They considered Shiv and Shankar as same, but they are not same. There is a lot of difference between Shiv and Shankar. What is the difference? The name is different, the form is different, their place of living or their location is different. So, in scriptures, there are stories about Shankar. Shankar was not God. So, no, he was not God. He went on Kailas Parvat for penance and devotion. To destroy the world by opening a third eye is not a small thing, it's a big responsibility. So, for concentration, he went to Kailas Parvat and he did penance and devotion of Shivling. So, in scriptures, whenever deities have problem, they go to Brahma first, then to Vishnu. If the problem is not solved, then at last they go to a Shankar, and there Shankar has been showed in closed eyes, in penance, in remembrance of Shiv. So this thing in scriptures clarify us that Shiv and Shankar are different. Shankar is not God. And one more thing, Shiv is Nath of all. That's why in India, every village, Shiv is worshipped, but the deities are worshipped as zone wise. Like in South, Venkatesh Balaji, in East, Kali and Durga, in West, Sri Ganesh. So they deities worshipped as zone wise, but the god Shiva worshipped everywhere in India. So next point we will share by screen. In Muslim Dharam or in Muslim religion, what we have discussed earlier, we will discuss in detail. Once there was a lot of fight in Muslim religion for regarding worshipping of God or regarding idols of God. It is said that there was a lot of idol in Muslim religion earlier. So they fighted between them, but at that time, voice came from sky. In Hindi we say Akashvani. So voice came from sky and God told them, you do not fight, you worship me. So the stone came from above and the stone was very white earlier. But by washing sins of people, the stone became black. So Muslim religion people believe that we need to do that pilgrimage. They tell in Hindi it Hajj Yatra. So we need to do pilgrimage to destroy our sins. And whenever they go to for that pilgrimage, they kiss that stone and they think their sins will be destroyed. So the name of that stone is Sange Aswad. And the second name of that stone is Noore Ilahi. So when they go for pilgrimage, they say to God in Hindi, Hey Parvadigar, Noore Ilahi, Meri Hajj Kabul Ho. So the meaning of that, Hey God, Parvadigar means Hey God, Noore Ilahi, bright. Noore Ilahi means the God who is very bright. So they say, accept my pilgrimage. So the meaning of Noore Ilahi means very bright. So bright or Jyoti, Jyoti means light, all are same. So next we will see in Gita, Arjun was listening a Gita's lesson from Shri Krishna. Then Shri Krishna said, मैं अकर्ता हूँ, means I am not doing anything. मैं अभोक्ता हूँ, means I am not enjoying anything, whether food or anything or happiness. So Arjun got doubt because he was seeing Shri Krishna who is doing acts, and he is saying I'm a karta. So he got doubt and told Shri Krishna, please show me your form, original form. Then Shri Krishna given him vision of light more than 1,000 suns. The Arjun said, I'm not able to bear this light. Please show me your, we can say, coolness vision. Show me your coolness form. Then Shri Krishna gave him vision of Vishnu Chaturbhuj. So in Gita, there is not written anywhere Shri Krishna wrote or Shri Krishna said. In Gita, there is written words of God. So in Gita also, the form of God was showed as Jyoti. Jyoti means light. The next religion, Shintoism, it is a caste of Buddhism people in Japan. What they do, I show you in picture. This picture, a way of meditation in Japan. So what they do, it is not a perfect picture, but we will explain. They sit far away from one stand, 3 feet far away, on height of 3 feet stand. They keep a plate. In that plate, they keep stone of formless God, and they do meditation. And what they tell to that stone, they tell that stone, Chinkonseki. Meaning of Chinkonseki in Japanese language, a giver of peace. So they do meditation, and the shape of that stone is like a formless God. So now we will discuss about Christian religion. So in Christian religion, there are 2 types of Christian. One before Jesus Christ and one after Jesus Christ. There are two testaments, Old Testament and New Testament. So Christians have to follow that testaments, or we can say rules. So Musa went for penance at Mount. Then he got a vision of God. God said him, "My name is Jehovah. You have to give my message to everyone." And Musa said, "God is light and Son of God." At that time also, words or voice came from sky, and there was two stone. On one stone, 5 commandments came. On second stone, 5 commandments came. So all Christians have to follow that commandments. And where if we go to a church, they light a candles, big candle and small candles. So the big candle is a symbol of Supreme Soul God, and the small candles are symbol of soul. So in Christian, they also believe God as a light. So we will see form of God in different religions. In Christian religion, light. Then in Hinduism, Jyoti. Jyoti means light. In Muslim religion, Noor. Noor means also brightness or brilliant. Or we can say as a light. In Sikhism, we have discussed earlier. You can see in this picture, Ek Omkar, Nirakar, Nirvair, Satnam, Akal Murt. We have discussed it earlier. So now we will discuss attributes of God. So Shiv Shambhu. So normally we say God as Shambhu or Shiv Shambhu. Why Shiv Shambhu? Because he created by own self. No one created him and no one can destroy him. That's why Shiv Shambhu or Swayambhu. So in Shivling, we see 3 type of symbols. One, these 3 lines. So these 3 lines symbol of the God knows the beginning, middle and end. Or we can say establishment, sustenance and destruction. He knows that. And in between, there is a one eye, right? So it symbolizes the God gives a third eye of knowledge to us, a divine eye. The third symbol, you can see a bel patra of 3 leaves with a stick is offered to Shivling. This symbolizes that the Brahma, the Vishnu and the Shri Shankar, 3 deities are connected with God. That's why 3 leaves of bel patra offered with stick. Now we will see about of God. So it is supreme about Brahma Mahatattva or Brahma element. People say God is everywhere. How the great feelings are. But it is a emotional truth, not a practical truth. God lives only in supreme about. So 5 things and is about introduction of God is his name is Shiv, Jehovah, Allah, God. His form is Jyotirbindu Swarup means light, Noor, and Prakash means light. His attributes, he is infinite in all qualities, right? He is supreme. He is accepted by all religion, omniscient. What is his living place? Supreme abode. Or we can say land of peace, land of salvation, land of spirituality. And we can also say Sachkhand means land of truth. What is his duties? To destroy a old iron age and establish a new golden age. So this is his duties. We will discuss it in some time. So what you will do homework. So the homework is to remember God as our Father. We are secure in his lap as a child. So now we will see some things we have discussed earlier, but we are just seeing. Right? So 4 things have completed about God's introduction. Now we are taking 5th point of introduction of God, divine acts of Trimurti Shiv. So the Supreme Soul, he doesn't do act like us. It's not general, but he do very high acts. So what he do? He do establishment. Just a second, I share your screen. He do creation or establishment of righteous world through Brahma, sustenance of righteous world or golden age through Vishnu, destruction of old vicious world through Shankar. So the God do 3 acts of generation, operation, and destruction. So actually the God do not do this acts by himself, but he make done through 3 deities. That's why we say him Karan Karavanhar, means he does by 3 deities, but he does and get done through the deities. That's why we say Karan Karavanhar. Now we will discuss some things without screen. That is, God do not create soul, but mold it. So in this world, there are lot of artists like goldsmith do not make gold, but make ornaments from gold or make jewelry from gold. Samely, potter do not make clay, but he make pots or utensils from clay. Clay and gold is raw material. They are ready already. But the artist or whoever artist in this world, they change the form of things, but they all are called as artist or creator. Samely, God do not create us, but he molds us. He give a knowledge to transform ourselves and to imbibe divine virtues and destroy our weaknesses. So this way, by giving knowledge, he molds us. That's why the God is also called as a creator, but he do not create us. His souls are ready as a raw material. In this world, there are three things which are eternal. That is soul, supreme soul means God, and nature, five elements. These three things are eternal truth. No one can deny it. Now we will see in creation, sustenance, and destruction. What is the importance of these three functions in establishment of new world? So first we will see how God do a creation. So by example, we will see if there is a new establishment, if we need to establishment of new world, so what we need to do? We need to destroy a old one. Samely, God is doing that. So it is said in world, if the pot of sins, when it fails too much, then it can be destroyed, or there is an end of that. If flows too much, then it has surely end. Samely, one thing, if any child doing lot of anger, if we tell him, please don't do anger, can he give up anger? No. Why? Because still he do not understand harmness of anger, then till that he can't live. But once he will know benefits of leaving anger, then he will be able, if he do hard work for give up anger, then he can live. Otherwise he can't live. Samely, God is giving us very beautiful lesson or knowledge of imbibing divine virtues, and also giving us knowledge defects of weaknesses. So if we don't know benefit of imbibing divine virtues, we are not able to accept it or imbibe it. So we doesn't have need to destroy our weakness. We need to focus to imbibe divine virtues. One side, if we are establishing divine virtues inside us, then the other side, when our weaknesses will be vanished, we will not know. So these two things are happening together. Establishment of new virtues and destruction of weaknesses. The both process are running together. So we will see one more example about cassette recording. In previous time, we were used to record in cassette. There was a tape recorder. So there was a one button of record. What we were used to it, we was recording one thing, but old which is filled in that cassette was used to deleted automatically. One side establishment of recording, one side deletion of old things. So these two things are running together simultaneously. We can say, I don't know the pronunciation, but the both process runs together. So the God is establishing new world, but the old world will be destroyed slowly, automatically. So how will be work done of destruction? So it will be done by three types. One is atomic war, which will be happen in foreign countries. Second is civil war, third is natural calamities. Second and third will be happen in India. So the God is giving us knowledge of destruction, not to make us scared, but for our goodness. He is giving us warning for our good. So what we need to prepare before destruction? What preparation we have to do before destruction? So what preparation we need to do? We have to imbibe divine virtues. We have to develop good sanskar or good traits in ourselves. Because when we will leave this body and go to home of God, the bank balance will not come with us. The properties will not come with us. So what will come with us? Will money come with us? No. So what will come with us? How we earned money. So my feelings, my sanskar was during earning money will come with me. So our good sanskars and our good virtues will come with us. So we have to do preparation of imbibing ourselves, divine virtues. Next thing, now we are discussing about devotion, which is not truth, but in devotion it is called Trimurti Brahma, three-faced Brahma. So in actual, there is no any human or deities with three faces, but it's symbol of Trimurti God Shiva. In this world, no one knows the formless God. He is incognito. That's why they give name Brahma as Trimurti Brahma. But actually Trimurti Shiv is reality. It's only symbol given to Brahma. The next one is Chaturanand Brahma, means four-faced Brahma. If there is no three-faced human or deities, then how can be four-faced human or deity? So this is also a symbol. When the God give knowledge to Brahma, Brahma spread it in four directions in world. That's why it is called Chaturanand Brahma. The next thing is Panchanand Brahma or five-faced Brahma, but I don't have picture for it. But the Brahma take a round in this world from 5 ages. So about 4 ages you all know: Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug and Kal Yug. Iron Age, Golden Age, Silver Age, Copper Age and Iron Age. There is a 1/5 age also, which we will keep secret now. We will discuss it later in next session. So now we will see who is Prajapita Brahma. So the Prajapita, his actual name was Dadalik Raj. In childhood, his father left a body. He was living with his uncle. He started business of diamonds with his intellect only. So how was the Brahma? Brahma was very much devoted person. He was used to do 2 hours devotion. So what he was doing? He was used to read the holy book Gita and he was used to do devotion of Vishnu. In search of truth, he has trained 12 gurus. So once a guru came to his home, he was preaching. Dada Lekhraj got internal feeling and pulled somewhere else and went to his room. So her daughter-in-law went behind him in his room. Dada's body was fully red. His room was brightening with red light. His forehead was brightening with white light. And his eyes got opened, and 3 words came from his mouth. What was it? Nichanand Swarupam Shivoham Shivosham, Gyan Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham, Prakash Swarupam Shivoham Shivoham. What is the meaning of that? The God is form of bliss. The God is form of knowledge or ocean of knowledge. The God is form of light or ocean of light. These 3 words heard by his daughter-in-law. How was the Dada Lekhraj? He was very devoted person. He was very simple living man. So he never used to eat non-veg. He was pure vegetarian. He never used to take alcohol. He was never used to go in cocktail parties. He never arranged that type of parties at his home. So he was very beautiful, devoted to a God. So once he got some vision from God in Mumbai, that vision of Vishnu Chaturbhuj. So Vishnu Chaturbhuj means 4 hands or 4 arms of deity Vishnu. The God said to him, Vishnu Chaturbhujam Tatatvam. The meaning of Tatatvam means you are the Vishnu and you have to become. But the Brahma Baba couldn't understand anything. After some time in Calcutta, he got a vision of destruction of this world. He saw bombs and missiles are taking part. Civil war, natural calamities. There was a rivers of blood in India. He got tired by seeing it. He told God, please, now stop. I can't see it. Then after that, God gave him vision. What was the vision? That very much shining stars brightening in sky, they landed on earth and become a flower. What is the meaning of flower? Here, flower means they became a small deities. The stars became small deities. The star means soul. The God told him, you have to make this type of world, but he couldn't understand anything. But after some time, he started chants of Om or sound of Om at his home. Many people who used to come his house, they got a vision of Sri Krishna by seeing his forehead. Some reached in heaven. Some played a ras with Sri Krishna. So he ran his place with name of Om Mandali. And he moved to India in 1950. In 1951, center started to established. So the first center was started in Delhi. So this is the history of our Brahma Baba. Now, the next thing, we will see difference of Shiv and Shankar. What is the difference between them? Shiv is supreme soul, Shankar is deity soul. Shiv is incorporeal, Shankar is subtle. Shiv is creator, means father. Shankar is creation, means child or son. Shiv is benefactor, Shankar is destroyer. Shiv is Yogeshwar. Yogeshwar means every people who connect himself with God. That's why it's called Yogeshwar. And Shankar is Yogi. Yogi means who connects with God. Shiv is resident of soul world or supreme abode. Shankar is resident of subtle world. Now we will see meaning of Shivratri. God Shiva on Shivratri, incarnation of Supreme Soul Shiva during the darkness of ignorance in Kalyug or Iron Age. So Shivratri means, Ratri means darkness of ignorance. In Iron Age, Shiv got incarnated. So why he incarnated during darkness of ignorance in Iron Age? To destroy the five vices. So the five vices are omnipresent in the world. The five vices omnipresent in every human being. So God incarnated to destroy the five vices and bring the light of knowledge. So the God, first of all, given us spiritual knowledge or light of knowledge on earth. Then these five vices destroyed within us and from the world. So the Shivratri is symbolically called Shivratri. So it is a incarnation of God to destroy five vices and bring the light of knowledge on earth, is symbolically called Shivratri. In Brahma Kumaris, we tell it Shiv Jayanti. Why Jayanti? Jayanti means birth. The birth of God or incarnation of God in the body of Brahma. So in India, we celebrate Shivratri or Shiv Jayanti too much, and we arrange Pradarshni. Pradarshni means whatever pictures you have seen for 7 days course, but in that Pradarshni, arranged in temples or in grounds. So we put that pictures and explain to people on one picture in 1 or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So 7-8 pictures discussed in very less time, which is called Pradarshni, or we can say shows for pictures. Now we will see ornaments of Shankar. What is it? So first, Mrigchala. It is Hindi word, but Mrigchala means we can say it is made from deer, like pet sheet, or we can say small part of sitting. So it is a symbol of penance. So there is no any type of deity or human like Shankar, but it is a symbol of penance. It is remind us that we have to be like a Shankar. So Mrigchala we have discussed. Second one is Damru. So I don't know the meaning of Damru in English, but we will discuss about it. Damru means Shankar's Damru. Dum Dum Dole means it moves and gives us knowledge. So the God give us knowledge how this soul comes in this world and goes from this world. So शंकर का डमरू डम डम डोले अगम निगम के भेद खोले. अगम निगम means to come and go. So the God give this knowledge, but in symbol it is given to Shankar. Next one, Trishul means trident. So it is a symbol of destruction. 3 types of destruction will happen. That's why it is given to Shankar. Snake. In Shankar's, we can say, snake surrounded in neck of Shankar. So it is a symbol that we have won over vices. That's why snake also become our, we can say, our Shankar do not harm us because we won over him. Snake do not harm us because we have won over 5 vices. So snake is symbol of 5 vices. 5th one, moon. So moon is a symbol of coolness and perfection. So we need to be like a moon. Now, Nilkant. So I don't know the English of Nilkant, but the God take our poison. So symbol is Nilkant. Now we will see Ganga from heads of Shankar. So it is a symbol that God given knowledge from Brahma's mouth to us. So the sisters who give this knowledge called Gyan Ganga or rivers of knowledge. Next, Tandav Nritya. Tandav Nritya means Tandav, I don't know, but a dance. But that dance is very different and dangerous steps. So Tandav Nritya means when we get this knowledge, always good and bad runs in our self. So we get bad thoughts and we recall ourselves that we don't have to do this because God have denied to do it. So war run between inside us. So this is a symbol of Tandav Nritya. 9th is Bhasma. I don't know his English, but Bhasma means a clay which is different color. So it is a symbol that we have to end up body consciousness. 10th, no clothes shown to Shankar, shown on body of Shankar. So it reminds us that we have to be bodiless. Bodiless means not to remove clothes, but bodiless means the soul. When sit in meditation, we need to realize that this is a body, this is a costume, or this is a cloth for me. I am, the soul is different from this body. So to become bodiless means to detached from this body. Now, who is Vishnu? Vishnu means wish plus no, means who has no poison. And Vishnu is symbol of combination of Lakshmi and Narayan deities. So combined form of Lakshmi and Narayan is called Vishnu. Now we will see ornaments of Vishnu by picture. Mace. So it is a symbol of attainment of victory over all vices and weakness. So the mace is on down, not on shoulder. So whenever anyone go to a war, they keep mace here to fight. But when they won a war, they keep that mace in their chariot at down. And who lost the war, his mace found in place of war in ground. So I need to ask you by keeping unmute. Oh, you all are unmute. There are more, we can say 5-6 ornaments. Do we continue discuss or full stop here? Just tell me, Priyanka sister. Do we full stop or continue? If you can't unmute yourself, you can write in chat box. Okay, we will continue tomorrow, no issue. So one more thing I need to ask, you will do meditation now. So I start commentary or we end the meeting. If you will continue, then I play, otherwise I stop it. No, okay. Not an issue. And one more sister is in meeting. Is her name I forgot. What's your name, sister? Just unmute yourself. 912349 Yes, sister. हाँ, आप चाहे तो हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं. आप कमेंट्री से मेडिटेशन करेंगे या मीटिंग को एंड करें?
मेडिटेशन
करेंगे, ठीक है. चलो मैं हिंदी में प्ले करती हूँ, ठीक है. ओम शांति. थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू.
ओम शांति. संपूर्ण शांत, स्वस्थ और सीधा होकर बैठे. आंखें खुली. एक लंबी श्वास ले लें. देखें अपने आप को इस शरीर से अलग. मैं चैतन्य शक्ति, आत्मा, इस शरीर के जैसा ही मेरा प्रकाश का शरीर. मैं फरिश्ता, मैं आत्मा इस फरिश्ते स्वरूप के साथ
उड़ चली इस दुनिया से पार। धीरे धीरे मैं स्वयं को देख रही हूँ। मैं आसमान में उड़ रही हूँ। आसपास की पंछियों की आवाज सुनते हुए चांद तारों से सूर्य से भी पार पहुंच गई मैं प्रकाश की दुनिया में। जहाँ प्रकाश के स्वरूप में संपूर्ण ब्रह्मा बाबा मेरे सम्मुख है। उनकी भ्रुकुटी में प्राणों से भी प्यारे मेरे शिव बाबा चमक रहे हैं। शिव बाप और ब्रह्मा दादा दोनों ही मेरा इंतजार कर रहे थे। वो मेरा आह्वान कर रहे थे। मैं बाप दादा की बाहों में समा जाती हूँ। मैंने उन्हें गले से लगा दिया। वो मुझसे बहुत प्यार कर रहे हैं। यही मेरे सच्चे माता पिता हैं। मैं बाप दादा के सम्मुख बैठी हूँ। बाप दादा की भ्रुकुटी से सर्व गुणों की, सर्व शक्तियों की और रंग बिरंगी किरणें निकल कर फुआरे की तरह मुझ फरिश्ते में समा रही है। जिससे मेरे अंदर सर्व गुणों, सर्व शक्तियों, श्रेष्ठ संस्कारों की स्थापना हो रही है। और साथ साथ मेरे अंदर की सारी बुराइयां सारे आसुरी गुण सारे अवगुण अनेक जन्मों के विकर्म विनाश होते जा रहे हैं। मैं स्वयं को संपूर्ण शुद्ध संपूर्ण हल्का सुख शांति से संपन्न अनुभव कर रही हूँ। अब मैं फरिश्ता बाप दादा से विदाई लेकर के उस प्रकाश की दुनिया से नीचे नीचे चांद तारों से भी नीचे नीचे आसमान से होते हुए उन 5 तत्वों की दुनिया में इस शरीर में प्रवेश कर लेती हूँ। अब पूरे दिन के लिए मैं कर्म व्यवहार में आते हुए इन्हीं दिव्य गुणों शक्तियों और श्रेष्ठ संस्कारों से कर्म करते हुए इसकी पालना कर रही हूँ और अपने मास्टर ब्रह्मा विष्णु और शंकर की स्मृति में आकर के अपने जीवन को श्रेष्ठ बना रही हूँ। शुक्रिया बाबा।